For 11 months my company paid $18,000 a month to a consulting firm that had no employees, no office, and no work product. I work in procurement. My whole job is boring on purpose. A vendor sends an invoice, I match it against a purchase order, I match the purchase order against a deliverable, and if all three agree, it gets paid. 3 things have to line up. That's it. That's the entire job. The first invoice from Meridian Strategy Group crossed my desk in March. $18,000 for what the line item called ongoing advisory support. No purchase order number. No statement of work. No deliverable I could point at. So I did what I always do. I emailed the requester and asked for the missing paperwork. The requester was my director. He replied in 9 minutes and said it was a leadership-level engagement and the deliverables were confidential. He asked me to approve it under my signing authority. Here's the thing about my signing authority. It exists so that somebody with a name and a job title takes responsibility for the money going out the door. If I signed, the audit trail stopped at me. So I didn't refuse. Refusing gets you managed out in a quarter. I approved it, and I wrote a note in the approval field, approved at director's instruction, statement of work outstanding, requested March 14th. Then I copied the whole thread to our internal audit inbox, the one nobody reads, and I flagged it as a documentation gap. Then I did that again in April. And May. And every single month after that. 11 months. 11 invoices. 11 identical notes and 11 copies sitting quietly in an inbox with a retention policy. In February, someone finally ran a vendor master cleanup. Meridian Strategy Group had a registered address that was a mailbox service 2 towns over. It had been incorporated 6 weeks before the first invoice. And the sole officer on the filing shared a surname with my director's wife. I found out because I was called into a meeting with 2 people from finance and a woman from outside counsel who did not introduce herself. My director was in that meeting for about 4 minutes. He said, with a completely straight face, that procurement had approved every one of those invoices and he had assumed proper diligence had been done. The woman from outside counsel opened a folder. Inside it were 11 emails. Every one of them was mine. She asked me to confirm the dates. I confirmed the dates. He was gone by the end of the week.